So I just got back from the pre-release for M15 at my local card shop, and I actually ended up winning 2 packs. Well, a buddy of mine and I decided to split the packs because the games that I played ended up taking a long time just because of how grindy my deck ended up being. So we'll get these open first, and then I'll go over what's in the pre-release pack and what my deck looks like. So starting with first, I have a Jace pack and a Johnny pack. Alright, didn't want to... Oh! The packaging is actually a little thicker on these packs, unlike the Born of the Gods ones where it just kind of melts in your hand. So, starting with Divine Favor, Plummet, Zoff Shade, Sanctified Charge. Wow, that costs a lot. Invisibility is pretty good. Blast Fire Bolt, 5 darts. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. That's not bad. Soul Mender, Mind Sculpt, pretty cool art. There's Jace, of course. Torch Fiend, not bad. Sunblade Elf is a good card. Endless Obedience, Sacred Armory, not bad. Soul of New Phyrexia, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. And Generator Servant, foil. That's probably worth something too, just because this is a game-changing. Whoops! This is a game-changing card. Sacrifice this card. Tap, sacrifice, and add 2 mana to your mana pool. If the mana was spent on a creature spell, it gains haste. I'm not sure if this 2 mana could be spent on 2 different creatures, but that just changes. That changes the game for red decks, which is a really nice, really nice card. Soul of New Phyrexia, of course, is a mythic. It costs 6. Artifact creature, avatar, trample. You can pay 5 for permanents you control, gain indestructible until end of turn. And when it is dead, you can exile this card from your graveyard for 5, and permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If I had this, then my time at the pre-release would be much easier. Would have been much easier, but I pulled it now, so still great. Second pack, I'm not expecting anything ridiculous, but it would be nice. Soul of New Phyrexia is definitely not a bad pull. Oh goodness, I'm trying not to destroy the packs as they come out. And starting with the commons. Void Snare, return target non-land permanent to his owner's hand. That's pretty good. It's a sorcery though, so. Infernal Fist. Not bad. Yeah, not too bad. This is a value for target. This is pretty good too. It's a bear. Nice. Fugitive Wizard. It's a 1/1 for 1. Hunter's Ambush. Prevent all common damage that would be dealt by non-green creatures this turn. Accursed Spirit. Intimidate. It's pretty good for limited. Necrobite. Target creature against death touch until end of turn. Regenerated. Pretty good. Invasive Species. Into the battlefield. Return another target permanent you control to his owner's hand. It's decent. Tap target creature. Living Totem. Convoke and +1/+1 counter when it enters to a different creature. Pretty good. Feast on the Fallen. If you that's pretty good. 1/1 counter. Yeah, that's pretty good. Leeching Sliver. Whenever a sliver you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life. Not bad actually. Staff of the Sun's Magus. And Cruel Sadist. And a Squid, jeez. I think it's monstrous. And planes. Cruel Sadist is a pretty good 1-drop. Yeah, it's very gimmicky. Pay 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on Cruel Sadist for 1 and tapping this creature. If you pay 3, you can tap this creature, remove X +1/+1 counters from Cruel Sadist, and Cruel Sadist deals X damage to target creature. I like it. It's a good card. So, nice. I won a Soul of New Phyrexia, which is awesome. And all that. So when you open up this pack, you will find yourself with this corset little thing. You can pause it, read it. Pause it, read it. You will be given this large Garruk the Slayer. It's quite huge. Size comparison. There you go. You could like eat the island if you wanted to. So it's M15. He has 20 loyalty, and you're just supposed to try and kill him, and that's about it. So it says challenge on it. You'll be given 5 packs. Yeah, I kind of ripped them open. You're given 5 packs and 1 seeded pack, which is basically a pack that's been composed of. It's not totally a randomized pack. That's just basically what it is. And you get a spin down die, which is here. So you get that, and when you open everything up, you get your cards. So just going over what I pulled at the pre-release. Naturalize. This is just not that great stuff. That was a bad sentence, but this all the stuff here is stuff I didn't use in my deck. So you have a Forest, Verdant Haven, another Verdant Haven. This is actually a really nice card. I just ended up not needing it, but like I did fine without it. But if I needed it, I had to. So it's pretty good. It's a great card. It tutors an aura from your deck, which is nice. Wall of Limbs. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on him. There's a lot of when you gain life kind of effects or triggers, I guess. Living Totem, pretty cool. Ornithopter. Staff. Meditation Puzzle. You gain 8 life. This is so bad. I mean, it could save you, but you're paying 5 for 8 life. Bronze Sable. Radiant Fountain. And I like this card, but I ran tricolor, so that would have actually hurt me a lot. Seder Wayfinder. Boon Weaver Giant. I was thinking of using this guy, but he does cost 7, and I had other 7 drops that were a lot better. Soul Mender. Solemn Offering. Carrying Crow. He's pretty good too. This card is really, really nice. I got tricked by this card a lot, actually. I ended up attacking into it, and first strike, death touch. So it costs 3 for a 2/1, but you can pay 4 for first strike, death touch. But it loses hexproof, so it's a nice card. Soft Shade. Nightfire Giant. He's on one of the packs. You can see right over there. Necromancer's Assistant. Darksteel Citadel. Another Generator Servant. 2 Generator Servants. Again, really nice card. Crankazone First, an Enforcer. This is a nice card, especially limited. Miner's Bane. Wall of Fire. Brood Keeper. Lightning Strike. Courage Chieftain. Thundering Giant. Haste. Shrapnel Blast. Sacrifice an Artifact. Thundering Giant again. Borderland Marauder. It's pretty good. I like this card. Forge Devil. Foil Wall of Frost. Nice. Foil Stormtide Leviathan. Island Walk. All lands are islands in addition to their other types. Creatures without flying or island walk can't attack. So this, it can actually hinder you. But you just gotta have a flying deck. Or an Elspeth that you alt, of course. Dissipate, good counterspell. I like this counterspell. This is a Void Snare. It's a nice removal. M15 Path Mage. Target creature can't be blocked. This is really nice. Another Stormtide. Welkin Turn. It's a nice flyer. It's 2 for a 2/1. Illusory Angel. So this is, yeah, it's pretty strong, but you have to play a spell beforehand. So it actually costs a minimum of 4 mana basically, because other than, you know, Ornith there in this format, there's no 0 cost spells. So yeah, it costs a minimum of 4. 4 for 4/4 is not bad though. Statute of Denial, pretty good counterspell. Peel from Reality, another good removal spell. Another statute. Divination, a classic draw card. Frostlinks, this card is really annoying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature does not untap during its next upkeep. This thing can win you games in the right situations. It's really nice. Another Divination. Coral Barrier. When it enters, put a 1/1 blue squid creature with Island onto the battlefield. Statute of Denial, again. The Welkin turn. This pile is getting very messy. So let me just reorganize. Midnight Guard. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap this. Swamp, Island, promo, Mountain, promo card. Oh, you also get 3 wolf tokens. These are guaranteed in the packs, in the what is it, pre-release packs. These go with Garuk. See, the 0 is put a 2/2 green wolf token into the battlefield. So you get a set of those. And my rare, Sliver Hive. This is a pretty good land if you're playing slivers. And let's go over the deck. This is gonna be it's quite a long video just because I have a lot of stuff to show off. So let me just organize these. Alright, everything's in order now. So I ended up running 16 lands and 25 non-lands. That adds up to 41, yes, that should be correct. And let's go over the land base. I played green, black, and white. I really like the tricolors in either draft or sealed because, I don't know, it just gives me more options, I guess. So starting off, I pulled Evolving Wilds. It's really nice for a tutor effect for a land. So if I don't have the right color land, right color mana, then I could just go look for one. So that's all that's used for. I'm running 3 forest, 3 swamps, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plains. So that's the land base. Starting off with the deck itself, I did run Resolute Archangel. This is what made the games take forever. It's flying, and when it comes to the battlefield, if your life total is not what it started with, just start over again with life. It's basically just, you know, you get a second chance at not dying, which is really nice. It saved me a lot. Ajani's Pridemate. Whenever you gain life, you may put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. It's a nice card. Oh, that glare is awful. It's pretty good. Charging Rhino. I have him in here just because he's big and he can be blocked by more than one creature, so it's not the most cost-efficient card in here, but whatever. Netcaster Spider, one of the best commons in the set, I believe. It has reach, and whenever it blocks something with flying, it gets +2/+0, so it's a 4/3 if it's blocking flying. It's really nice. Oresco's Swiftclaw is just a 3/1 for 2, and it's just a good card for aggro. Razorfoot Griffin, he has flying and first strike for it's a Griffin 4 for 2/2. Flying is good, first strike is also good, so that's why it's here. Reclamation Sage. This card is really good because when it comes in, you could destroy target artifact or enchantment. Theros block is full of enchantments. Soul of New Phyrexia is an artifact that you could just destroy this with this card. It's great. This actually saved me a couple times, especially against like a giant ornithopter, which I let that happen. But I just couldn't get removal out on time, and he was swinging in with a 7-9 ornithopter, and I was like, just Reclamation Sage, Dunzo. Phyrexian Revoker. This is the Pithing Needle, but a creature. It severely limits what you can do with a card that you name, which is good. Shadowcloak Vampire. You could choose to pay 2 life and give it flying until end of turn. Paying 2 life is not a problem for me because I have little things here and there that gave me life in this deck. So, it's a really good card. It won me a few games. Soul of Theros, the next mythic. Or the first, rather. It's a 6 for a 6/6 vigilance. You pay 6. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain first strike, lifelink until end of turn. That's good. And you can do the same thing when it's in the graveyard, but exiling him. Sungreaves Pegasus. It's a flying lifelink Pegasus for 2 mana. I like it. It worked just fine. And that's why it's in the deck. I like flying. I also like lifelink. Lifelink is one of those things that I really strive to have in either draft or sealed, because it's just annoying having to deal with lifelink for the opponent, of course, and I just like having it there. Wall of Mulch. This is a solid defender and also a way to draw a card, which is nice. Warden of the Beyond. He costs 3, he has Vigilance, and he gets +2/+2 as long as an opponent owns a card in exile. This would combo really well with, let's say, Banishing Light, but I don't have Banishing Light in this deck because, you know, that's just not a thing in this, in the core set. Or I don't think it is. Well, yeah, the Vigilance is just really nice. And the +2/+2 is just added extra. Eternal Thirst. Sorry. Enchantment Aura. This everybody was running this card. It's a really nice card. Enchanted creature has lifelink, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So you kill things and you get rewarded more. Very nice. Marked by Honor. It gives +2/+2 and Vigilance for 4 mana. And those are all the creatures and enchantments, I believe. Starting with this, the artifacts and the rest of the spells. We have Perilous Vault. It's a board wipe. This actually led me to a victory this one game because we were running out of time, and I had won game 1, and game 2 I would have lost, but because I was able to stall it out and just destroy everything, I was able to bring that to a tie and actually win the overall match. So it costs 4, and you pay 5 and tap this, and you can exile everything. Goodbye. That actually really combos well with Warden of the Beyond. I got that combo off once as well. It's pretty nice. Profane Memento is a 1-drop for whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. So one game, what I did was I would just kill things with my creatures and make Pridemade bigger, right? And also when I would kill things, like I would kill things and everything that I had would just get stronger. It's kind of obnoxious, but that's how I won the game. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So I made this bigger. I made other things bigger. It was a fun time. And for the spells, Covenant of Blood. It costs 7. It's a sorcery. Convoke. Covenant of Blood deals 4 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 4 life. This has saved me a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that great of a card just because it costs so much, and it's a sorcery. But it's this card allows you to gain to have a difference of 8. You gain 4, they lose 4. So that's a pretty big difference, and it did help. I didn't think it would, but it did help. Ephemeral Shields, instant, convoke. Creatures, convoke. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. That's really just That's awesome. Flesh to Dust. Destroy target creature. It cannot be regenerated. It costs 5 and you need 2 black mana. It's a removal spell, so it works, but there was this one time I couldn't get the extra black mana. This costs a lot. Gather Courage. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's pretty good. Raise the Alarm. Raise the Alarm. Raise the Alarm. Probably my most played card this tonight. It's a really good card. It summons 2 creatures at instant speed. So, that's great. Ranger's Guile. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof. That's really nice for just blocking things and, you know, preventing things from dying. It's nice. And Garruk, Apex Predator. He costs 7. It's a large number. Destroy target +1. Destroy another target planeswalker. Okay, let me just kill you. +1. Put a 3/3 black beast creature token with Death Touch onto the battlefield, which is pretty good. I mean, 3/3 is huge, and with Death Touch is just gross. -3. Destroy target creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. That's awesome. And -8. Target opponent gains an emblem. Whenever a creature attacks you, it gets +5/+5 and gains trample until end of turn. So that's nice as well. So I had fun doing the pre-release. I pulled some amazing stuff, including my prize new Phyrexia right here. But tell me how you did in the pre-release, and yeah, thanks for watching. It was a long video, but I had a lot to go over. So I'll see you next time. Bye.